Major League Baseball welcomes you to the following presentation of the Cincinnati Reds.
Reds TV presented by PNC Bank. Game 2 of the Twin Bill. Reds seek a split to open the set against the St. Louis Cardinals. And a pleasant good evening. Welcome on back to Reds Baseball alongside our captain, the Hall of Famer, Cincinnati's own Barry Larkin. I'm John Sadak. Jim Day on the way in just a bit. For the Reds, Larkin, Game 1, the offense not enough. A tightrope walk, but taken by St. Louis.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot of opportunities to score runs, but certainly St. Louis early in the ball game had a couple of runners on. This guy got hit by a pitch and then a base on balls. Alec Burleson comes up. He's the one guy you cannot allow you to beat him to beat you, and he does just that in the first inning. We didn't understand that that was going to be all that was needed. And I thought after that, Kent Emanuel did a really nice job. He really established a fastball on the inside part of the plate, opened up the outside. I thought he did a nice job.
The lone Reds run from Dane Myers. He had a nice game.
Yeah, Dane Myers was really the offense for most of the game until a late hit by Sal Stewart. 2 hits at this particular time, both by him. This one home run, putting the only run on the board.
And then the former Red Riley O'Brien takes the outright National League lead in save.
Yeah, he was really good. He's dominant. You know, he leads the league, as you said, or leads the league in saves. It was a fastball and a breaking ball, backdoor breaking ball. Not a lot of offense. Really good pitching, actually, from the Reds, but no offensive production at all.
Game 1 had some unknown quotients of the 2 starters, far more known commodities in Game 2. Rhett Lauder has been on a roll for the Reds.
Yeah, Rhett Lauder has been pitching really, really well, and it's been about the fastball command for him. Breaking ball away is good, but when you throw the fastball for a strike, you will start to get these kind of chases. And he's able to elevate the ball at times. He's done a really nice job recently.
We'll see if Lauder, who has minimized damage in recent outings, might also give the Reds some length. He'll match up with the Reds killer and Andre Pallante.
Andre Pallante has been, as you said, a Reds killer. It just seems like he just gets better every single time he comes out against us. A lot of strikeouts, but an awful lot of ground balls as well. He's been good. The offense has to be much better in Game 2 if we're going to win this one.
It's yet another pitcher with some funk to his delivery. He'll work the very top of the zone, the very bottom of the zone, and often befuddles Reds hitters. No hitter was locked in like Dane Myers in Game 1. We'll go to break when we're back. Jim Day on the way. 11th heaven, the big AB that paid off before the bat got a talking to.
And a blue moon.
Cincinnati Reds baseball is presented by St. Elizabeth Healthcare and the Young Family Cancer Center, a regional leader in cancer care. By your Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky Toyota dealers. For all Toyota offers, go to Toyota.com. By UC Health, expect more at UCHealth.com. And by PNC Bank, the official bank of the Cincinnati Reds. Happens a lot on a day-night doubleheader when you're up against it pitching-wise. Kent Emanuel, who started Game 1 and really turned in pretty good performance in his situation. 5 innings, 2 runs, but he was designated for assignment between games. Reds need pitching in the bullpen. Zach Maxwell recalled from AAA Louisville. Reds were held to 3 hits in Game 1, 2 of them by Dane Myers, and 1 of them about as locked in as you can be at as a plate appearance. It was Myers, a 10-pitch at bat. He saw 3 four-seam fastballs, 3 changeups, 1 curveball, and 3 sliders. Now, eventually, one of them's going to be left middle, right? Yeah, there it is. Took us a minute to get there because it was that good of an at-bat. It was a slider left middle. He kissed the bat and had a little conversation with her, we found out after the game.
I mean, the pitcher's got good stuff. I think I fouled off a couple edge pitches and was thankfully able to get a good one to hit and put a good swing on it. But I was actually talking a little mess to her. Had been a while since I hit my last homer, and felt like I've been missing a lot of good pitches to hit homers on, so had to let her know it was about time.
All right, that was a fun one. Our StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud. Let's play two. Let's play the back end of that. Reds looking for a doubleheader split. John Sadak and Barry Larkin standing by with the call.
With Ellie De La Cruz getting a day to DH, Matt McLain returns to his native shortstop. He'll get the nod on the other side of second base in Game 2. Terry Francona's club fell in Game 1, a 2-1 final. Brett Lauder has the start.
Well, Red's last time out, he pitched pretty well. 5 innings, 5 1/3 innings. He did give up 7 hits, but only 2 earned runs. He did take the loss in that game against the Chicago White Sox. But I feel like he's done a much better job recently pitching to both sides of the plate. We've seen him climb the ladder with that heater. Changeup has been exceptional. The hope is that he will get some support from the offense in this game.
Faces J.J. Weatherholt. First pitch a miss. We are underway. Weatherholt pinch hit in Game 1. Entered in the 7th. Went 0 for 2. Weatherholt's contact has been down dramatically. His last 22 games, he's in the 150s. But his on base is still in the 330s. He has well more walks than hits in that time. Strike 1 from Lauder. Reds have dropped 3 in a row, 7 of 10. Cardinals have won 3 in a row, 10 of 14. Two and 2. Fouled off catcher Jose Trevino. And the count goes full. For Lauder, 4 straight starts allowing 2 runs or less. That goes back to a solid outing in St. Louis late July. Chopped with eyes right side beyond South Stewart, base hit. Full lineup for St. Louis. Ivan Herrera about to stand in as the catcher for the nightcap. The Cards' hero in Game 1, Alec Burleson, Jordan Walker, Joshua Baez, another outstanding rookie, Nathan Church, Mason Wynn, Brian Torres, who went deep in his big league debut against the Reds here at Great American, and Blaze Jordan. Herrera tied a career high, walked 3 times in Game 1, scored a run. When Lauder has been at his best of late, Lark, we have seen more on the edge pitching.
Yeah, it's about the command, the fastball command. He once again, he has a lot of run and sink on his ball when he can pitch on the periphery. So that's the most important thing. A fastball middle doesn't normally have much movement to it. But when he does throw it arm or to glove side, that's when the ball does have that late movement, and that's what you want.
3-0. And that's down for a 4-pitch walk. So shades of game one. The first two Cardinals are on. Brings up Alec Burleson, subject of our Kia player profile.
Well, Alec Burleson has been the guy for this team for a while. He's done an exceptional job. Drove in those 2 runs in the first inning of game one today. And that was lefty-lefty.
This is lifted to left field. J.J. Bleday fighting the sun. Reds defense from Tri-Health. T.J. Friedel gets the nod in center. Hector Rodriguez is in right field. Suarez, McLean, Stewart, Tolia, Trevino. For Sal Stewart, just his 6th start at second base this year. His first in a while. Got to go back to May 7th in Chicago against the Cubs. On the edge, strike to Jordan Walker. He had a couple of hits in game one, including a double. Grounded to third, Suarez. Second, Stewart. In time double play.
So I hammered the rudder.
Ellie De La Cruz leads it off for the Reds. Full 9 from St. Elizabeth Healthcare. He's the DH here in game 2. Stewart, Bleday back in the starting 9. Suarez, Tolia, McLean at short. Rodriguez gets a nod. Trevino and Friedel. It's Andre Palante, who has 8 wins all time against the Reds, by far his highest total. His next highest win total, just 3 against the Padres.
He's done just about everything against the Reds. He's on a 6-game high scoreless streak. That needs to change quickly.
De La Cruz 0 for 4 in game 1, takes strike 1. Ellie's now 2 for his last 34, 13 strikeouts. It's the fewest hits he's had in any 34 at-bat span in his career. Now he gets a chance to DH, and that provides its own respite for a man who plays just about every inning of every game. It's the 4th time that he's DH'd this year. When he last did so, that was late June in Milwaukee, he homered. Oh, and 2. Now De La Cruz has seen Palante more than any other pitcher, and has not taken him deep in 29 career plate appearances, hitting in the 230s against him. But in that regard, he's not an outlier. Very few Reds have ever hit Palante to any extent, and he's gone 32 straight innings without allowing a home run to anyone. Hard foul. Two balls and 2 strikes. Hard contact for a base hit. Maybe that can ignite the Reds' primary shortstop.
You know, earlier in that at bat, Ellie fouled a ball down the third base line on a fastball that was right down the middle, and I was thinking, man, he's really trying to let that ball get deep. That's a good sign. And then rocketed that ball up the middle. Really good stuff right there.
He stung it 111 off the bat. Sal Stewart had one of the team's 3 hits in game 1. Ball 1. He doubled, also lined out twice in a game where few Reds made good contact. He did so 3 times, granted only 1 hit. De La Cruz goes, and the pitch fouled away. Catcher Ivan Herrera is the man you can run on, perhaps the easiest in the big leagues. This year, 39 stolen base attempts, 1 man caught. Lifetime, a little over 5.5%. Only 7 out of 120 men trying to steal have been caught.
And Andre Palante is not quick to the dish.
Fought beyond short base hit. The adjustability of Sal Stewart, 2 on for the Reds.
Yeah, just pulling those hands inside to get the bat hit to the ball. Not a terrible pitch. In off the plate, actually. No room, so Sal just pulls those hands in, gets the bat hit to the ball. Another base hit.
J.J. Bleday pinch hit in the 8th. He fly down. Blaze Jordan on the grass at 3rd. And to your point, by the way, about Palante, the league trying to run with him on the mound this year. 13 attempts, not 1 man caught. The league is 13 for 13. Fouled back by Bleday. Palante gets a lot of double plays, gets a lot of ground balls. That's into right center field. Trapped, not clean caught by Nathan Church. Runners held near their bags. They do streak up. Stewart to second, De La Cruz to third. Bases loaded.
This ball was in the air for a long time, and Nathan Church had to go a long way in center field. I think Joshua Baez, that's probably his ball. We'll take it.
Bases loaded for Eugenio Suarez. First pitch fouled away, strike 1. Center field, Church started in. He has it on the fly. Tag at 3rd. Throw in is cut. De La Cruz scores. Sac fly RBI, Eugenio Suarez. And the Reds get a run. It's 1-0.
Well, this is a good start right here. 4 quality at bats. Gino lining out to center field for the ribby.
Brings up Michael Tolia. 0 for 3, a walk in game 1. He is 2 for 15 so far as a Red. Does not yet have an RBI as a Red Leg. is roped to second, stabbed by Weatherholt, flick to short, double him up. Line drive double play.
At Papa John.
Back on Reds TV from PNC Bank. Reds lead it 1-0. Brett Lauder worked around a hit and walk to begin the game. Got a double play from Jordan Walker. Faces Joshua Baez. First pitch lifted. That hangs to right field. Hector Rodriguez. That's a couple of one-pitch outs for Lauder. Now Nathan Church. He'll try to bunt for a hit now and then. Has 4 bunt base hits. Suarez on the grass at third. Square yank back. Hit just $179 when he broke in last year, so he changed how he handled his offseason. He wanted to cut down in the movement of his swing. He was known as a low strikeout man going back to his days at El Toro High School in California. Rather prominent prep. A number of big name big leaguers have come from El Toro. Nolan Arenado, Matt Chapman, Paul Skeens, all played there. Three at one. Left field, Bleday shading his eyes. 2 down. Now Lauder has done well lifetime against the Cardinals. 3 starts before today, a 1.38 ERA. And not one home run allowed. 52 men faced in those 3 games. He went 5 scoreless against them as a rookie in 24. Strike 1 on Mason Wynn. We've got a hit in the 8th in game 1. That snapped an 0 for 18 slide. Now Lauder has been just about even strike to ball so far. Two and two. Struck him out.
He went with the gas at the top of the zone.
I'm a 200.
Cardinal defense from Sinclair College. Palante's first pitch down and away to Matt McClain. J.J. Weatherholt is their star. Top 4 among infielders, ranked 2nd among second basemen in defensive runs saved. 1-1 on Matt McLain. He was 0 for 2, a walk in game 1. The Reds run in the first inning against Palante, a rarity. Remember, he has seen the Reds by far the most of any of his opponents. It's only the second time the Reds have ever scratched out a first inning run against Andre Palante. They scored a pair on July 15, 2022 against him. Matt McLain had not yet reached the big leagues. In fact, the Reds lineup that day was Jonathan India, Brandon Drury, Tommy Pham, Joey Votto, Kyle Farmer, Donovan Solano, Tyler Naquin, Nick Senzel, and Mike Papierski. It's been a bit. Opposite way, base hit. In the last week, we're seeing some signs from Matt McLain.
Yes, we are. We saw the good contact, a couple of hits down the left field line with a home run the other day. This time, actually getting jammed. Tony Perez told me, good hitters get jammed. A little jam shot right there. That means you let the ball get deep, fight it off, give yourself a chance.
Hector Rodriguez, rookie outfielder. McLain off, pitch up and in, fouled. That was a great jump by McLain. It's the first start for Rodriguez since Thursday in Chicago against the White Sox. He got one at bat in the Miami series. Up and away. So in 10 games so far as a Red, he's 2 for 24, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts.
It's tough as a rookie. You don't get consistent playing time and trying to figure out how to fit in up here. Normally, when you get a chance to at least play, you know what pitchers are trying to do to you. When you don't play, you have no idea. They're trying to get you out. Of course they are. How are they trying to do that?
In his first 2 series against the A's and the Nationals, we saw surprising patience from Rodriguez. He then did seem to be a little sped up. Did not have the cleanest swing decisions. That was part of the mixed bag of the scouting report from the minor leagues. But to your point, how can he learn how to handle it and who he is as a big leaguer without standing in for game reps? McLain, big lead. He goes. Fouled by Rodriguez. His last hit came as a pinch hitter. That was in Washington 9 days ago. Palante is used 2 disengagements. McLain's off and the pitch is in the air, shallow right. Weatherholt. Brings up Jose Trevino. No Red had ever homered against Andre Palante until Trevino took him deep last year. He's the only active Red who has homered off him. Spencer Steer, who's injured, has gone deep against him. And men who now wear other uniforms, Nathaniel Lowe, that was earlier this year, and Austin Hayes a season ago. Like a modified pitch out there. Ivan Herrera was up out of his crouch as Palante was coming home. Trevino played yesterday against Miami, had a couple of base hits. Chopped over Palante. Weatherholt hits the bag. Double play.
With the group.
Reds fans, vote for GABP's own double play donut parfait in the Ballpark Bites bracket. Make your selections for a chance to win tickets to try these bites in stadium. Vote at MLB.com/bracket. Looks yummy.
Are you going to grab one, Jim?
Well, I've been trying to eat better, John, but that hurts me a little bit. Might have to indulge.
I mean, you did say earlier today that you desperately wanted ice cream.
I did, but I did not partake.
You went parfait instead.
I did. Yes. A little fruit and a little yogurt. Not quite as yummy as that looks.
I mean, let's be honest, though, Jim. And you've done a very nice job of eating better. Swing and miss. Brian Torres, louder ahead 1-2. And I respect the heck out of that. You ate a Skyline chili egg roll for the broadcast.
I did, and that was taking one for the team.
So
and once again, that's false advertising, by the way, because it was not Skyline ingredients. They cheated with that.
And this is a legitimate, delicious ice cream dish.
It is. That egg roll was like beef spaghetti in a can, fried in grease. Maybe I'll bring one up to you guys. How about that?
No, thank you.
Oh, Barry.
Are you talking about the ice cream?
Talking about the ice cream.
Oh, well, come on with
All right, I was going to say,
we'll definitely
party
take
pooper.
Fouled away. No, that's we had the Ellie ice cream from our good friends at UDF earlier in the year. That was delicious. I welcome all dessert products.
I thought he was talking about the beef cooked in grease.
Look who's back.
Your guy.
Is that my guy? That's my guy.
You got to get him some ice cream too. Payoff to third, backhanded by Suarez. Jim Day once hand-delivered food to that man.
Yeah.
From just standing there to serving the people. Brings up Blaze Jordan, who tripled and walked in game 1, was 1 for 3.
Could be my future. Here comes that old dude rolling up at the ice cream man. Here he comes. Check out my guy, though. That lid. Solid.
Skyline bucket hat, Skyline shirt. 1-1. A decent amount of takes from these Cardinal hitters. Three and one. Hard ground ball, another nice backhand by Suarez.
Well, we've seen some Gold Glove caliber play down at third base. Key Brian Hayes earlier today, and now the veteran Gino Suarez showing the cat quick reflexes and the strong arm.
1-0-2 off the bat, ground ball out. J.J. Weatherholt has singled to right center. Swing and miss, strike one. saw Lauder use the fastball up to finish. Mason Wynn got the swing and miss. Weatherholt does have some thunder, even though he's the usual leadoff man. 16 home runs. And in today's world, for all pitchers, I think everyone has had to be a little more selective and careful when you use that fastball up where you command it. Foul tip, strike 3.
Well, it's been a good theme today at third base. Guys flashing the leather. Gino with the dive.
In tonight's Toyota Tundra Home Run Challenge, Daniel from Cincinnati wins a brand new built-in-the-USA Tundra if a red hits the Toyota hit and win sign. Register for your chance at any Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky Toyota dealer. TJ Friedl batting 9th tonight. Got the start in center field. Takes a tight strike from Andre Palante. Friedl trying to snap it 0 for 24. Those are 2 tough pitches at the start. Check swing. He went. No appeal needed. Strike 3. First strikeout for Palante.
Fastball first pitch, knuckle curve second, and then the split.
Top of the order, Ellie De La Cruz, who stung a single on a 2-strike pitch his first time. Check swing. No appeal. First time through against Palante, only 1 run, but decent amount of hard contact.
Yeah, some good at bats, and I don't feel like we're seeing the normal Palante out there. Velocity, that ball right there was 98 miles an hour, so the velocity is there. But I do recall a lot of tumbling pitches down in the zone, a lot of ground balls. Haven't seen that yet today.
Split in the dirt as Suarez's sac fly. He hit that hard, 107. Tolia lined into a double play that ended the first inning. He's also allowed 4 hits. Fouled by De La Cruz. Oh, full count here on Ellie. And he's aboard for a second time. Sal Stewart brought the hands in, singled beyond short his first time. Big lead for De La Cruz. He goes. Throw down, not in time. Ellie led the bigs. He had 10 steals in July. That's his second in August. And we're going to get a challenge.
St. Louis is challenging the safe call at second base.
It's from Hunter Wendelstedt, who is the second base umpire. Our manager's challenge brought to you by Mazda.
This throw is to the first base side, and it's a little high. I think the perfect throw, and we've seen this quite a bit from Tyler Stevenson. It's a little bit lower to the first base side so that tag can be applied. And it might be reversing this call.
And the Cardinals seem to know it. It was again what almost looked to be a modified pitch out, with Herrera coming up on that pitch. Remember, entering the game, Palante did not have a single man caught. League was 13 for 13. The catcher Herrera had one man caught. The league was 38 for 39 trying to steal on him.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is out. St. Louis retains their challenge.
Caught stealing, 2-4, 2 down, bases clear. So now Stewart bats bases empty. 1-0. Fastball by him. Struck him out. Caught stealing, nullifies the walk. Palante faces the minimum. The Reds and Avocados from Peru have teamed up for a chance to win a new 2026 Toyota Tacoma SR or Reds VIP experience. To enter, scan the QR code on your screen. Register at reds.com/AvoReds. Be sure to follow @Avos from Peru on Instagram. 1-0 Reds. Brett Lauder has sent down 8 in a row since Ivan Herrera walked on 4 pitches in the first inning. Wanted one. Center field. Friedel going way back. Jumps at the wall, gone. Number 14 for Herrera. Tied at 1.
Well, John, you talked about it. You said you got to be very careful when you're going up at the top of the zone with the fastball, where at the top of the zone it needs to be. Well, this is not where it needs to be. This is up and out over the zone, allowing Herrera to get those arms extended. Make good contact out there. The ball's going to jump.
Near miss for a fan. First pitch Burleson to right field. Back-to-back base hits for the Cardinals and the chain on the home run for Herrera. That brings up Jordan Walker, who has bounced into a double play. First pitch, right field. Rodriguez coming on hard. Falls for a hit. Yeah, Rhett Lauder has rebounded to have a really good run his last 4 starts. He has had a couple of very rough starts. And when I think back to the really rough outings that Lauder had, the common thread in them, pitches were fatter in the middle of the zone, and we saw a lot of early swings, a lot of one-pitch at-bats during flurries of hits.
Well, the last 2 pitches were not terrible pitches. That ball was in on the hands. Jordan Walker. Burleson went down and got a pitch as well.
Baez could not hold back. Slider gets a strike. Now Baez can be very strikeout prone. He was a toolsy but flawed prospect until he broke through between A and AA last year. Bounced left side. McLean to Stewart. They'll get that one. Burleson over to third. Baez arrives safely. Jose Trevino flashing defensive signs. Bunt threat Nathan Church. Remember, he squared first pitch his first time, pulled back. He's got 4 bunt base hits this year. Burleson the lead man has Ron Pop Warner in his ear. Trevino away. Check on Baez, who had over 50 steals at AA last year and was highly efficient at AAA this year. Fly to left his first time tonight. Suarez in a step at third. Sky to left side. Suarez has the call. 2 down. Well, Mason Wynn struck out on a fastball elevated his first time. Line scores are now identical. Each team 1 run, 4 hits, error-free so far. For the Reds, run scoring has very often been slight of late. In their losses over the last week and a half, run scoring totals of 2, 1, 0, 4, 1, 1. And a 1-0 win during that time as well. 0-2. Grounded through the right side, base hit. Burleson scores. The Reds trail 2-1.
A slider down and away, and Mason Wynn just gets the bat hit to the ball. Kind of a very abbreviated swing with 2 strikes.
It's now Brian Torres, who worked a full count, grounded out to third his first time, swings first pitch, slaps it to center, right at Friedel. Began with an Herrera homer. A couple come home for the Cards. The Reds trail. They'll look to J.J. Bleday and Eugenio Suarez, part of the do-ups for the Redlegs. Reds down a run, PNC Bank. Borderline miss to J.J. Bleday. Base hit his first time. Has hits in 3 of his last 4 starts. That is ripped into right field. Base hit. It's his second multi-hit game since the All-Star break.
It's a good look for J.J. Bleday. Pitch out over the plate, get those arms extended. Looks like he is in the process of adjusting his sights, keeping that ball fair.
Yeah, because there have been some bullets foul. Low to Eugenio Suarez, who smoked a sac fly, drove in the Reds' run in the first inning. That's well hit beyond short. Bleday motors through second, challenges Torres, throw in cut by Wynn, base hit Suarez, Bleday first to third.
And this ball was smoked into the gap. And give J.J. Bleday all kind of credit from hustling from first base. Got to make sure this ball gets by Mason Wynn at shortstop. And then he turns on the Jets. Seeing that left fielder has to go towards center field to catch that ball, there's no way he's going to be able to throw him out at third base. Good early decision made.
So here's a chance for Michael Tolia. Hit the ball hard, lined into a double play, ignited by Weatherholt. Weatherholt plays a pretty heavy pull tilt at second base here. Overhand breaking ball for a strike. On the edge heat. Chases one in the dirt. Third strikeout for Palante.
Yeah, knuckle curve. Well short of the plate. A little pressing, trying to make it happen.
And now Matt McLean singled opposite way his first time. Repeat that here. Reds would have a tie game. Tie it tight. Palante again in on McLean. 2-1. Palante has been one of the game's best on the road this year. 7-0 with a 2.5. Reds dropped game 1 trying to split this doubleheader. 3-1. Full count. Struck him out on the slider.
Well, Palante, when he needs a strikeout, you see where he has a tendency to go. That first one, a well-located slider. The second one, just a little too anxious. But Matt McClain got the chase.
So now Hector Rodriguez popped to second his first time. Chop to first. Burleson.
Elk injury report for tonight. Tomorrow, Tony Santiano will make his third rehab appearance at AAA. Louisville, if that goes well, you could foresee an activation to the big club Friday when the Reds hit the road. Brandon Williamson on Friday will make another rehab start. AAA Louisville. And there's Brandon. He is in Cincinnati getting checked out.
Blaze Jordan to third, lost by Gino Suarez. Barehand McClain, no play. E5.
It's amazing how the routine plays are the plays that many times are missed by veteran players. Uncharacteristically, Gino just took his eye off that ball, assumed he was going to catch it.
Leadoff man on. Now J.J. Weatherholt. Jim, what were the reports on how Williamson looked on rehab?
Well, he dealt with a couple of rainouts, so he was kind of dealing with the schedule bugaboo, if you will. He had one rehab outing that, by his own admission, he said he was horrible. Last time out was a big step in the right direction. He said he felt great. He threw all of his pitches. Now, I don't know if Friday's going to be his last one or not, but I could foresee them a few more in AAA just to make sure he's right.
Weatherholt has singled and struck out. This is grounded right side. Stabbed by Stewart. Fired to McClain, lead man. Nicely done. Sal filling in at second base today. And they erase Jordan.
Yeah, really nice play right there by Sal Stewart. Gets to this ball nicely. Keep his hands away from his body. Very under control. Give a nice solid feed to second base. He has shown he can do just about everything on that field.
Now Ivan Herrera, who has walked on 4, he's also homered. And producer Josh Hall points out Rhett Lauder has only allowed a couple of homers to right-handed hitters, and they've both been National League Central catchers. Contreras with Milwaukee, now Herrera with the Cardinals. As one of the many strengths Lauder had in his initial run of the big leagues was severely limiting home runs. And the bigger power, more so on base, the walks that have come against him had come more from lefties. 2-2. Cardinals have 5 right-handed hitters, 4 lefties in their lineup tonight. Slider, foul tip, cleanly caught, strike 3.
Herrera's question was, did that ball hit the ground? Apparently not.
So now Burleson. He has swung first pitch each time. 1 pitch fly out his first time. First pitch single, later scored his last time. And a fisted pop. Trevino with the mask on. Don't miss a moment with the rest of the season. Reds.tv, presented by PNC. Stream the entire year at Reds territory, $34.99. Watch games at home or on the go. Stay connected. Reds.tv. First pitch strike to Jose Trevino. He bounced into a double play his first time. Seen a lot of breaking balls from Andre Palante. $18 sliders, 10 of those knuckle curves. It seems like he's been spiking that usage more recently. The Matt McLain AB, the last 4 pitches in a row were all breaking balls. Full count. Top to short. Win. Brief word now from Miami Valley Gaming.
Get ready to get lucky at MVG. With over 2,200 of the best gaming machines, we got you covered.
That brings up TJ Friedel. So a couple of pinpoint strikes, was down 0-2 and then struck out on a check swing. So what do you see in Palante? He's been so good at limiting home runs. This year, only 4 qualified pitchers allow homers at a lower rate than Palante, who seems to work top and bottom of the zone. He has a different type of overhand delivery. How does what he does limit homers?
Well, what he does is gets a lot of ground balls. We haven't really seen it too much in today's ball game, but what he does is leverage the ball downhill. He really takes his ball, and any time a guy throws a knuckle curve ball, it's really a 12-6 kind of deal, right? He's over the top and he's leveraging the ball downhill. As a hitter, what you do is you see the top half of the ball. You want to get behind the ball or hit the bottom half of the ball. That's how you get lift on the ball and hit the ball off the ballpark. Well, with him on the mound, because he's so planing downhill, you see and hit the top of the baseball, which leads to a lot of the ground balls. And because they're on the ground, they're not going out the ballpark. here he is. Stands tall on that mound. That ball's just coming downhill. That's a breaking ball. A little air underneath that one.
Two. Grounded to first. Bobbled by Burleson. Pitcher there to cover. Friedel retired. It's now Ellie De La Cruz, who has been dormant for a few weeks, but has been aboard twice here at Game 2. Base hit, a walk, has scored a run. Saw that graphic there. It's been a bit since Palante has been touched for a homer. Got to go back to July 9th. Jake Bowers with the Brewers. The last one to take him yard. 0-1 breaking ball for a strike. Swing and miss. Heavy breaking ball. 1-2-3. Cincinnati Reds baseball is presented by Yellowwood brand pressure treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it. And by Bet365, where winning is everything. We shift to the 6th. Reds down 2-1. Jordan Walker, first pitch down the left field line. That's trouble. Down for a hit. Turn and throw by Blade. Walker challenges for 2 on a headfirst plunge. He doubles.
We saw in Game 1, Jordan Walker hit somewhat similar double down the left field line. This time a little far out in front. And challenging J.J. Blade, a throw on line would have certainly been close. Big fella can run.
28th double for Walker. Now Joshua Baez. First pitch sent to center. Friedel going back. On the track at the wall. He's got it. Walker tags. He's got third. And Baez is not shy about swinging.
No, he is not. Just miss hitting that ball out the ballpark. Allow him to get those arms extended.
So now the infield cheats in for Nathan Church, who has flied to left, popped to third. Ball 1. Pitched him away last time as well. That was in a first and third situation. Away 3-0. Now Church, a teammate of Paul Skeens at El Toro High School. Known for his strong speed. He's one of the faster Cardinals. Rio slider for a strike. That's smack to left center. Base hit. Walker scores. Church turns and holds. RBI hit. Reds down 3-1.
Well, this was a pitch out of the zone. Fastball was tall. Nathan Church able to get on top of it.
Church 7 for 11 trying to steal in the bigs this year. Lauder runs one in on Wynn, who has an RBI hit. He is struck out. Spins a curve for a strike. Curveball, a more recent addition for Lauder. More often had used it against lefties. They're a right-on-right curveball. Fouled by Wynn. It's the first time Lauder's been tagged with more than 2 runs since his first start out of the All-Star break. That goes back to when he rejoined the Reds rotation and served in longer relief for 3 outings to begin July. Good looking pitch. ABS powered by T-Mobile.
Pitch is called the ball. Catcher is challenged.
Strike.
Call's overturned. Hitter is out.
A 2-seamer sinker right at the bottom of the zone. That's a changeup. It's a ball you swing and hit it. You put that ball on the ground. That's your double play ball. We'll take the strikeout.
Brian Torres pops a foul. So it's now 4 strikeouts for Lauder. Torres has grounded to third, line to center. One of his 4 homers came here at Great American Ballpark. Went deep in his major league debut. It's part of a doubleheader back in May. First home run period and his first at home, both at the expense of the Reds. So when Nathan Church hit the IL is what opened the door for Torres to get the call. Church the man at first base right now. And with both men healthy, that was part of what allowed them to deal away Lars Nootbaar. Two and two. Just in, ABS powered by T-Mobile.
Pitch called the ball. Catcher is challenged.
He's already got 1 K flip. Just missed.
Call is confirmed. Cincinnati has 1 challenge remaining.
And Torres spent over a decade between the minors and indie ball before before he cracked the bigs in late May. Full count. Church not held on. Big lead. He goes. And it's ball 4. Second walk issued by Lauder. That brings up Blaze Jordan, who has grounded out to third. That was a great play by Suarez and reached on an error by Gino. That was first pitch contact to begin the 5th. Well hit beyond short. Wave is on. They're going to test Blade. Church coming home. Throw in cut by Suarez. Flip to third. Run scored first. Then the tag. Count the run. A safe slide in by Church. And it's 4-1.
Discover.
Join the Reds tomorrow night. Budweiser 3-2-1 Tuesday. Every Tuesday home game, you can enjoy select $3 beers, $2 bar res hot dogs, $1 ice cream cups. Reds.com/Tuesday. Sal Stewart leads it off. Ball 1. He is singled and struck out. I mentioned the distinction of homers and ribbies leading to Rookie of the Year. I found the research. It was going into last series against the Marlins. That's when Stewart was at 120 games. So he entered that set 26 home runs, 89 RBIs at the time through 120 games. Going back to 2000, there were 7 other rookies who were at 25 home runs, 85 ribbies in their first 120 games. All of them won Rookie of the Year. Albert Pujols with the Cardinals in 01. Ryan Braun with the Brewers in 07. Evan Longoria with the Rays in 08. Jose Abreu with the White Sox in 14. Stewart takes the strike. Cody Bellinger, Dodgers in 17. Pete Alonso, the Mets in 19. And Big Amish Nick Kurtz with the A's last year. Every other man who hit numbers like that by that point of the year won Rookie of the Year.
Are you campaigning?
I don't think I have to.
I agree.
I think it's obvious.
I agree.
I can't believe it's a discussion. He's had a good year. He's a good player.
No, John. He has not had a good year. He's had a great year.
Oh, I was talking about Weatherholt.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
He certainly has had a good
He's had a good year. He's a good player. And he should get votes. Driven opposite way. Baez. One down. Here's some of the breakdown.
Well, you look at the numbers. The numbers don't lie. Both of them very good seasons, no doubt about it. I liked our guy.
Base running and defense do matter. They help winning. But hitting homers and knocking in runs, it's not easy to do. It's a reason why broken bat Flair. That's in a trouble spot. It falls for a hit. Weatherholt peeled away with Baez coming in. And it falls between the rookies. J.J. Bleday has a 3-hit game.
Good for J.J. Perfectly placed in that bat. John, that bat
died a hero.
Certainly did.
Most hits the Reds have had against Palante. You saw that he looked to be a little off right at the start. Reds have still not really cashed in for runs yet, but they've had chances.
They have. And he has gotten better as the game has gone on. That was an outstanding slider right there.
Gino a sac fly and a stung single. And there's another. Sent beyond short. Blade up to second. Tying run comes to the plate.
Gino's had himself 3 solid at-bats. Line drive sacrifice to center field his first time up. And then 2 blistered the baseballs to left center field.
Michael Toglia.
Keep the tally going.
He's lined into a double play. He has struck out. Chased a breaking ball in the dirt his last time. Not too often you see the chalk that outlines the batter's boxes splashed all around the way it is right now. Looks more abstract. That's ripped into right field, down for a base hit. Wave is on for Blade in third. Baez had some initial trouble. Toglia racing for 2. He slides in. Blade scores. Suarez to third. It's a 4-2 game. First RBI as a Red from Michael Toglia.
Really nice job by Michael Toglia getting himself a knuckle curveball. This one started out a little bit higher. He smashes his ball into the right field corner. Guys are seeing the ball, picking it up well, and making a game of it.
So now the tying runs in scoring position. Matt McLain due up, who has singled to right. He has struck out. He saw a major deluge of breaking balls his last time up. It's been a bit since he's knocked someone in. He's shown power, some homers, some extra base hits. But can he connect here with men in scoring position? It's been a bit of a drought for the Reds' usual second baseman, getting the nod at short with De La Cruz the DH in the nightcap. His last hit with men in scoring position June 6th. That came against the Cardinals. That's when he had 3 homers that series against the Cards. Left field. Torres has it. Suarez shows tag. Throw comes in. Offline. Gets away. Palante backing it up. Both Reds held. Torres airmailed it. 2 down.
That's a tough call as a third base coach right there. Obviously, you see Torres coming in. He's got a good arm. That ball airmailed. That's the right decision by Gino. Now, if Ellie's at third base, I think you send him.
Hector Rodriguez does not yet have a major league RBI. Toglia just got his first as a Red. Can Rodriguez get his first in the bigs? Toglia the tying run at second. Down. Pretty good looking pitch. Cardinals have a couple of ABS challenges to lose. This feels like a leverage spot in the game. That's ripped foul. Nice play by the ball kid down there. The first two ribbies in the bigs for Hector Rodriguez, and the Reds have tied it at 4.
Are they going to challenge? They're going to challenge it at second base. Hector Rodriguez, free swinger. And finally, you see him celebrating as he's going up that first base line. See what the play at second base looks like here.
Jose Trevino was standing at the plate, bat in hand. Out the call by Hunter Wendelstedt. Oh, does his hand get there before the tag? The game is tied. The question is, was that the third out and the inning's over? Or is Rodriguez the go-ahead run in scoring position with Trevino about to stand in? Manager's Challenge brought to you by Mazda. For now, scored a single out at second.
From that angle, looks like he got that right hand in
After review,
there.
the call on the field stands. The runner is out. Cincinnati loses their challenge.
So end of inning, but a tie game. The Rook Hector Rodriguez connects.
Out.
22-year-old rookie Hector Rodriguez ties it with a 2-run hit. He had the big blow in the 3-run inning, so even at 4.
Had to feel good for Hector. He's been sitting on it for a while. Had a bit of bad luck too. A couple good plays made against him, and finally being able to come through. It's got to feel great.
Now Brock Burke warms behind Rhett Lauder, closing in on 90 pitches. Timer violation here. It'll go to 2-0.
Pitch clock violation. Count is 2-0.
This marks the second time that Lauder has pitched into a 7th inning. This year, 3rd time in his career. He's taking on top of the order in J.J. Weatherholt, who has singled, struck out, and reached on a forced fielder's choice. Fouled away. Payoff. Fouled away. Strike 3 call.
Here's that fastball at the top of the zone. That's a good one.
Five strikeouts for Lauder. Ivan Herrera watches a breaking ball strike. Front door 0-2. Peter Strzelecki is up in the Cardinal pen. Herrera has walked on 4, homered, and struck out. Just down. No go. Lauder has gone as long as 6 2/3 in the bigs. That was mid-April this year at home against the Giants. With his 99th pitch, trying to match that. Gets Herrera to pop up. Trevino. He's tied the longest outing of his big league career. And here comes his manager. With Alec Burleson due up, Burke by now surely ready in the pen. A pitching change for the Reds.
And a blue moon.
Skyline Chili called to the bullpen. Brock Burke.
Leading the National League with his 63rd now appearance on the season. He's been the Iron Man.
Called upon to face lefty Alec Burleson, who has singled and scored. He's 1 for 3. Has swung first pitch every time in game 2. And a bunt goes foul, strike 1. Way up, 1-1. Lifted left side. Suarez into foul ground, into the netting, no play. Struck him out.
That's a
Take a look at our PNC Bank storylines. Reds in the 6th, 3 runs, 3 singles, and a double. Michael Toglia drove in his first ribby as a Red. Hector Rodriguez got his first ribbies as a big leaguer. He played it a pair to tie it. Close play at second, trying to stretch it to 2. He was cut down. Reds challenge to no avail, but that brought the Reds back even. Both teams are now into their bullpens. Not only has Rhett Lauder done, Andre Palante as well. Peter Strzelecki first out of the Cardinal pen. Misses to Jose Trevino. He's bounced around, including 3 runs in division with the Brewers. Cardinals inked him to a minor league deal in later July.
Strzelecki is a sinker and got more of a traditional 12-6 curveball that he throws. You see his motion, he's kind of a sidewinder, 3/4 guy. Tries to get in on those righties and then float that curveball to the first base side of the plate. There it is.
Trevino has put the ball on the ground twice, including a double play. Reds led the game 1-0 after 1. Sac fly by Gino Suarez. After the first 3 Reds had reached on base hit. Andre Palante was tagged with 10 hits, 1 off his career high. 4 runs in 6 innings. This game will be decided by the bullpens. Trevino to right, Baez. Brief word now from Big Sandy Superstore.
This summer, sleep cooler for less at Big Sandy Superstore. Your headquarters for luxury mattresses. Big Sandy Superstore.
TJ Friedl is struck out, grounded out. He's now 0 for 26. Squared a bunt, yanked back, corners crash. In tonight's game, he's batting 9th. Ellie De La Cruz is on deck. If he can get on base, De La Cruz, who's had a strong second game of the doubleheader, could bat with a man on. Ellie's been in his own rut for a few weeks, but in game 2, a base hit, a walk, a run scored. Two and one. Part of the plan entering the year was for Friedl, as he had done for several seasons, to be the table setter in the leadoff spot. Can he rekindle a little bit of that magic here, trying to snap a 4-all draw? Struck him out. So 2 down, bases empty. Now De La Cruz. Andre Palante used a lot of off speed against De La Cruz tonight. Back-to-back off-speed pitches begin this at bat. no go. Called strike 3, immediate helmet tap. ABS powered by T-Mobile.
Pitch is called a strike. Hitter is challenged.
On a lot of his career, Ellie's been burnt by pitches low, called strikes. Yes, a ball.
Call is overturned. Count is 3-2.
He has seen 6 pitches. He has seen 1 fastball. It's the heat, fouls it away. In the air, right center. Nathan Church.
It's the summer sale.
Ludacris comes to Great American Ballpark Friday, September 4th, part of the Ohio Lottery postgame concert series. Go to reds.com/concerts. First pitch bounced foul by Jordan Walker. He has singled, doubled, and scored. He's also bounced into a double play. He has straight crushed the Reds in 2026. They pitched him brilliantly before this year. He had struggled against most, but the Reds really had his number. He has flipped that script. 7 doubles, 3 bombs against the Reds this year. The most doubles, the most extra base hits by any one hitter against the Reds this season. Scalded through the left side, base hit.
I talked about Jordan Walker, the confidence that he has. Big fella, get those arms extended. That ball jumps off his bat. Ground ball through the infield, 110 off the bat.
So now Baez, who has been swing happy. First pitch, swing and miss on high heat. Baez has immense power. He is very talented. But the big leagues adjust to talent at a rate that no man sees until he gets here. Some are just that good, but most at some point have an adjustment phase. He got off to the best first game start in the history of the game. He is 0 for since. You make one mistake, though, this young man can kill it. Sal Stewart, we saw him thrive in his first month this year after getting a taste of the bigs last year. League made an adjustment. Sal adjusted back. They have a hitter who, during his rise, had chase and strikeout problems. Seemed to adjust in the minors, led AAA in homers. Got here with a bang. 3 homers his first 3 ABs. He's swinging at pretty much everything. Struck him out.
Get inside the power. That's what that looks like. Well executed fastball.
Pinch hitter Jose Fermin stands in for Nathan Church. That brings out Matt Tracy, the Reds pitching coach. Fermin in game 1 was 0 for 3. Was robbed on a very nice play by Ke'Bryan Hayes. Also bounced into a double play and flied out. Jordan Walker's a big dude. He also has a career high 16 steals this year. Elevated miss. And Michael Toglia is not a small man. And there's Walker at 6'6", 250. Center field. Two down. You don't often see somebody eye to eye or just above Toglia. He's 6'5", 226 himself, and get a feel there of just how big Walker is. Strike to Mason Wynn. Ribby hit 2 Ks. He's 1 for 3. Suarez guards the line at third. Swung through 0-2. Time for Wynn. There is no action in the Cardinal pen. Remember that several of the arms that threw for them in game 1 had also thrown yesterday against the Cubs. Full count. Both teams hoping to get more than an inning from their respective first relievers. Burke got the final out in the 7th. Trying to be a bridge here in the 8th. Strzelecki has gone 3 times this year. He's only been to the big since late July. Up and away, and that's a walk. So Jordan Walker to second base as a tie-breaking run. Brian Torres walked his last time. He's also lined out, grounded out. Hector Rodriguez has been better than advertised defensively when the ball has found him in his limited big league time. Walker goes lead man, throw down to third, save. He steals third base with 2 outs.
Well, we told you the big fella could run. And he's there fairly easily.
That's a gutsy bag to grab. Now Trevino flashes signals. Wynn is rather quick. Not a great base stealer, but he's fast. Could they ignite Wynn? And if there's a throw, Walker would read and break. Grounded through, base hit. Walker scores, Wynn through second. He's got third, base hit. Torres, Reds down 5-4.
Well, lefty on lefty. It's a fastball out over the plate. Torres, remember his debut here in Cincinnati. Had all of his family here. Went deep and had a great game. Driving that ball through the 6th hole.
Now Blaze Jordan. Matt Tracy just got on the phone. Zach McCambley, who was added as the 27th man, is now warming. Jordan's been on a couple of times on error and a ribby hit. He's also grounded out. Great play by Suarez back in the 3rd. And Trevino strides out. Reds buying some time for McCambley to begin his prep, getting ready. The Reds' best pocket to try to puncture what's now a 1-run deficit is due up for Terry Francona in the home half. It'll be Stewart, Blade, Suarez, 2, 3, 4. All have been productive tonight. So is Tolia, a potential 4th hitter. The bench tonight includes Tyler Stevenson and Dane Myers. We'll get a runner at first base. Everson Perea is on to run for Torres. Two and 0. Change up out in front. Opposite way, foul. Blaze Jordan has major power. He made national noise on the interwebs when he was 11. Hit a 400-foot homer in a big league park. When he was 13, he hit a 500-foot home run. He's been on radars going back to his boyhood. First and third, 2 down, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Full count. Lefty J.J. Weatherholt on deck. By now, McCambley ready. This is Burke's 29th pitch. If he loses Jordan to a walk, what do? That would be 3 straight men reaching with 2 outs. Burke, who pitches a lot, would have a fairly high pitch count. And it's a talented left-handed hitter due up. Struck him out. Sal Stewart will lead it off. Reds down a run. J.J. Blade and Eugenio Suarez to follow.
Imagine
Toyota game summary. Reds down a run. They tagged Andre Palante with 10 hits. Brett Lauder matched the longest start of his major league career. Hector Rodriguez's ribbies tied it for the Reds back in the 6th. Jose Fermin stays in the game at left. Everson Perea stays in center. Soft strike ABS powered by T-Mobile.
Pitcher's called a strike. Hitter's challenging.
Reds have 1 to lose.
Call's overturned. Counts 2-0.
A win for Stewart, who's got a base hit today. Jordan guards the line at third. Sky shallow left, Win out. Fermin in. 1 down. So now J.J. Bleday, 3 for 3. Broken bat base hit his last time. Scored. It's his 4th game of 3 hits this year, his season high. He has 4 career games of 4 hits. Last one came about a year ago. Our Yellowwood bringing the lumber. When he has 3 hits, the Reds are 3-0. Smoked foul. Now the 4 4-hit games includes a 5-hit affair. That was his career high. It came here in Cincinnati when he was an A. That was about 2 years ago. That was in August of 24. Strike. Reds have double barrel. Alongside Zach McCambley is closer Emilio Pagan. If the Reds can tie or lead, Pagan would get the call. Struck him out.
We've seen this a few times today. Fastball up close to the eyes. Feel good about hitting it. Just tough to catch up to it.
Eugenio Suarez, 2 hits and a sac fly. He has scored. Hard ground ball, kicks off the bag, skips by Blaze Jordan, trickles in left. Suarez turned. He shoots for second. Throw from Fermin. Safe. Oh, the luck on the bounce and the strong sprint for Suarez. The tying run is in scoring position.
Yeah, really good hustle by Gino. This ball right down the line on the bag. St. Louis was definitely playing no doubles. Blaze Jordan was right there. Close at second, but in easily.
A pinch runner for the Reds. 3-hit day for Gino. Noelvi Marte runs. Marte made his major league debut as a pinch runner. That was against the Blue Jays a few years ago. He stole third base. We saw Jordan Walker steal third tonight and come in as the tie-breaking run. Justin Brule is up in the Cardinal bullpen. Michael Tolia got his first RBI as a Red, a double to right his last time up. Up and away. Marte hopped a large lead on that first pitch. 1-1. Tolia got a lot of breaking balls down from starter Andre Palante. Big lead for Marte. Lifted routine center. Perea and Fermin side by side. Perea has it.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Cincinnati Reds and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Cincinnati Reds.
Nightcap of a twin bill. Reds fell by a run in game one. They're down to run here in the ninth. Key Bryant Hayes is in at third base. They had pinch run for Gino Suarez. Zach McCambley is the new pitcher.
27th man for today's doubleheader. He last pitched Friday in Louisville. Pitched 2 innings, 22 pitches.
It's his first big league outing in 10 days. 1 1/3 scoreless at Washington. Down it into Weatherholt, who has singled. He has struck out twice, reached on a fielder's choice. Grounded to short. Backhand McLean. Jump throw. Safe. First base hit of the bigs allowed to a lefty by McCambley.
That was a really good play by Matt McLean. Going vertical. You can see the arm strength.
Ivan Herrera just missed. Homer to the fourth. He's also walked, struck out. Foul pop to the catcher. His home run, our StatCast 3D Google Cloud.
He certainly has had himself a good season. Gets a ball up in the zone. Like many of these hitters, just staying through the middle of the field, driving it out the other way.
Strike two. Reds will have McLean, Rodriguez, Trevino due up in the home ninth, with a bench of Myers and Stevenson. Did he go? No. Looks like Justin Brule still stands in the Cardinal pen. He's going over his scouting report now. Front door. That was pretty nasty for strike three.
Yeah, he froze him. A sweeper right at his hip. With a little bit of pause, can't pull the trigger. Good pitch.
So now the left-handed Alec Burleson, who has singled, scored. He's 1 for 4. He's offered at the first pitch all 4 times. 3 on true swings. He tried to bunt first pitches last time. chops a foul. So the base hit by Weatherholt was the first in the bigs allowed by McCambley to a lefty, but that's against the grain of the minors. In the minors, he overwhelmed right-handed hitters, but had a lot of trouble with left-handed bats. That's over a lot more ABs. He's ahead 0-2 on a really tough hitter. In today's game, to hit 290, 20 bombs. Grounded sharply, handled by Tolia. Fire to McLean. Not in time. Burleson beat it out.
Really nice job by Michael Tolia. Talked about his size. There's a lot of athleticism in that big body as well. You see J.J. Weatherholt running right at Matt McLean, trying to get into that throwing lane.
And now Jordan Walker. First pitch fouled away. Three hits for Walker tonight, including a double. He has scored twice. And the steal of third last inning. Later came in rather, as the tie-breaking run. That's a nasty breaking ball. When McCambley executes his pitch, it has bite. Brule watching and waiting in the Cardinal pen. Time called by Walker.
Tried to go back to that front door sweeper.
He has multiple breaking balls, has the gyro spin, and he intentionally will expand and contract that breaking ball at times. Struck him out. Got McKay, a walker, the Mac attack. Matt McLean will get it going for the Reds. Down to run.
That's noon.
Bring your furry friends to GABP tomorrow night. Park in the Park, presented by Good and Fun and Dreambone. Special pregame activities. Fetch tickets now. Reds.com/bark. Nearly got Matt McLean. Peter Strzelecki is still out there. Pedro Pages catches. The Cardinal bench is now just Jimmy Crooks. Lefty Justin Brule continues to warm. 1-0 is in there for a strike. Reds have lefty Hector Rodriguez on deck. And an all right-handed bench. Right now, Dane Myers and Tyler Stevenson. McLean fouls away, strike two. Singled his first time. He has since struck out, flied out. Blaze Jordan had been even. He backs up, guarding the line at third. Foul tip, strike three.
Strzelecki talked about that breaking ball, little sinker, and then kind of run that breaking ball off the outside edge.
Hector Rodriguez. Breaking ball spun in for a strike. 2-run hit his last time. He tied it at 4. On foul 0-2. Got his first big league RBIs. He does not yet have a big league homer. He had a minor league career high 27 in just over 100 games for Louisville before he got summoned up to the big leagues. Red showing Dane Myers on deck to hit for Jose Trevino. Fights off a breaking ball. Turned on and crushed foul. He's got pop. No Louisville bat had more home runs this year. Reds manager Terry Francona played for the AAA Louisville Redbirds, then a Cardinals club in 1990. Struck out, Pages gathers, put out complete.
And this is the thing that Hector Rodriguez is going to have to understand at this level. If you're going to swing balls out of the strike zone, that is exactly what you're going to see.
So now the last man standing is Dane Myers, who delivered the Reds' lone run in Game 1 when he homered. He had 2 of the team's 3 hits in the opener. Tyler Stevenson is on deck to pinch hit for TJ Friedl. Low. He's been great off the bench. This is in the air, left field. Fermin back! The Reds are back! Myers ties it! Bombs in both games! Today's bat needs a permanent place on the mantle for Dane Myers.
Well, I guess that conversation he had after that home run in Game 1, I guess that message sent was heard. Dane Myers coming off the bench and going deep for the second time today.
He's one of the best pinch hitters in the big leagues this year. Now Tyler Stevenson, who on his birthday delivered a pinch hit base hit this homestand. It was Stevenson who stood in yesterday and homered in the 8th against the Marlins. First pitch, center field. Perea. Not enough on the back end of a twin bill. Extras come calling thanks to Dane Myers. Dane Myers delivers again. He had a walk-off for the Reds to take the rubber match of their first series against the Red Sox, almost exactly a year to the day from his last walk-off. A week plus later, he made a crazy crash into the center field wall against the Marlins. A year ago, exactly, he made the exact same play in the same spot for the Marlins against the Mets. He just hit his second career game-tying homer in the 9th or later, exactly 1 year to the day from his other one. Free runner is Jordan Walker. Myers is in at center. Tyler Stevenson catches. The closer, Emilio Pagan, faces Joshua Baez. He's in swing mode. That's strike one. That was a well-located first pitch for Pagan. Had dealt with some soreness in his hand. It looked fine his last time out. Baez 0 for 4 in this game. Homered in his first 3 ABs, something no big leaguer had ever done in his debut game. Almost got him, or did it? It was a hit by pitch. Appeal says he swung. Oh, appeal to first base, and Edwin Moscoso says swing. Now he's taking his gear off. And Ali Marmol is not happy. He races up the steps, but the appeal came. And Moscoso said swing. I think he went. So now he's got to put the protective gear back on. One, two. Struck him out. Since his barrage of big flies breaking into the bigs, Baez now 0 for his last 15.
And this heater at the top of the zone. We've seen a lot of it in today's ball game.
Jose Fermin pinch hit in the 8th. He flied to center. The Cardinals won game 1 despite going 1 for 13 with men in scoring position. They're 4 for 11 in the nightcap. Brule is up again in the Cardinal pen. Pagan misses 2-0. Called strike. ABS powered by T-Mobile.
Pitch is called a strike. Hitter is challenged.
That is a ball.
Ball is overturned. Comes 3-0.
If you exhaust your challenges in 9 innings, you get one in each extra inning, but those don't carry over. If you still have both challenges after 9, you keep them until you burn one. If you enter extras with one, you don't get an extra. You just have that one in each possible extra inning. So there's some wiggle room for the Cardinals. They essentially have an extra one they can burn. .30 is elevated. That's a walk. So 2 on for Mason Wynn. Wynn snapped an 0 for 18 in game 1 with a base hit. He has a ribby hit and a walk in game 2. Bunt yank back, strike. Ball seems to be coming out of Pagan's hand pretty well.
Yeah, he's throwing it.
The Reds have exhausted their bench. They have no available position players. The Cardinals have catcher Jimmy Crooks. That's it. One and two. Even at two. Everson Perea is on deck. Ryan Hayes stretches at third. He made a few outstanding plays in game one. Stewart creeps at second. Before that pitch, Stewart cupped his glove to his ear and he snuck in behind Walker in case of a pickoff play. Payoff pitch. On foul. The Reds still right in the grips of 17 games in 16 days. This is the back end of a doubleheader, making up a rainout from weeks ago. In extras in game two. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, strike three.
Well, this ball was well off the plate. Mason Wynn certainly offers.
And Edwin Moscoso tossed Ali Marmol, who was upset at a second check swing. Remember the one earlier on the Baez effort that hit his hand. So the Cardinals skipper is out of the game. That gave Pagan a chance for a breather and a strategic chat with Stevenson. Perea came on a pinch run for Brian Torres in the eighth. It's his first plate appearance in this game. In game one, he was 1 for 4 with a strikeout. 0-1. To short. McLean feed to Stewart. They get the force. Top of the order for the Reds. Ready to go.
Well, we are still here playing in extras because Dane Myers coming off the bench in the ninth with 2 outs. Tying us up with the big fly. He had a conversation earlier in the game, or earlier in the day, with the bat. And obviously she listened.
A big moment in this affair. Justin Brule, lefty, is in. Tyler Stevenson, the free runner at second base. Ellie De La Cruz. Check swing, appeal, no go. Brule has been up for several innings in the Cardinal pen, only intermittently throwing. Away to Ellie. De La Cruz in game 2 has seemingly broke out of his several-week funk. A base hit, a walk. He does not yet have a major league walk-off moment. Backdoor miss, 3-0. First base is open, but the Reds' ribby leader, Sal Stewart, lurks on deck. Could he swing 3-0? If he gets the right pitch, I think I'd want him to. Lower third heater for a strike. Full count. Payoff pitch. Hard ground ball. Gets by Blaze Jordan. Stevenson given the go. He comes home. The first walk-off for Ellie De La Cruz.
And I don't know if that is. Oh, it is hit. Well, that ball was blistered off the bat of Ellie De La Cruz, 110. The ball was hit right at Blaze Jordan. The ball jumped right over his glove. Some heroics at the end of this game. The ball was smashed. You could see it jumped right over the glove of Blaze Jordan at third base. And here comes Steve-O.
The Reds were down to their last out in the 9th. Dane Myers connected off the bench, and in extras, the breakout day for Ellie De La Cruz. He got a chance to DH. He found his timing, and he gets his first career walk-off hit. The two heroes embrace. The Reds rallied to take it in 10.
Well, it was really nice to see them be able to stay close enough and continue to battle back. Obviously, the day split with the win here. First game couldn't really find any traction, and the second game just continued to come back from being down and poking away and continue to put pressure on the defense. And then Dane Myers stepping up late, tying it up. Ellie with the winning hit in the 10th.
Now the Reds split the double dip. Their win against the Marlins saw Stevenson score from first base on the Suarez hit. Tonight is the free runner. It's Ellie who brings him in on the hardest hit ball of the game. So now De La Cruz got aboard 3 times with the biggest base knock of the game. He's downstairs with Jim Day. It's our Active Mic presented by Active Cash Card.
John, thank you very much. Your first career walk-off How did that feel?
It felt great, man. It felt great. Good vibes right now. I'm tired.
Tired from the celebration?
From everything. From everything, yeah.
Tell me about the at-bat that you just put together right there. See, they need to come around from the back. They came straight from the side. Ellie's too nimble for that. Got you a little bit. You know, you're normally the one that's delivering those post-game. They came directly at you and didn't loop around. Do they need to learn from you on that?
Yeah, they need to learn. They need to come from behind so I can't see them. I saw them coming.
Yeah, you're too nimble for that. Take me through that at bat. What were you expecting the pitches to get, and how were you able to deliver such a bullet to left field?
I was just trying to do the job, you know, looking for a good pitch to hit and execute.
How about your teammate Dane Myers? 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. How big was that?
That was sick. That's why we won the game. 2 out, down to the last out, and he came with a homer. That's a big homer right there.
One final question. You had mentioned that, hey, you're tired. It's a grind of a season. You play every day. How are you? How are your legs right now?
They good. You know, we got to keep going. We're tough. We got to keep going. I know it's hard, but we gotta keep showing up for the guys.
Congratulations on your first walk-off.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That is Ellie De La Cruz. Let's go back upstairs.
Well, thank you, Jim, and a big moment there for Ellie as he gets his first game ender.
Well, if you're going to play extras, you might as well win. Dane Myers with the big blast in the ninth, and Ellie with the win in the 10th.